everybody. I want to wish mere 3:46 a.m. Early Tuesday, December 8th. Just introduced my main man, Slam Bam, favorite of the Walkthrough King. What we're gonna do now is actually pull him, and it's only fitting that we say Boomer for last in the Elites, in my opinion. And that, of course, would mean we're introducing one of my favorite characters of all time, someone that I still don't really know why did not become reposed at any point during this run since SSA, but that is Earth Element's own Dino-Rang.
Rang or shine.
He looks really good in game, so that's impressive. Now, I wish they wouldn't show those gear bits. It gets me like all excited that they came with money, and then you find out they didn't. But let's get to my handy-dandy spreadsheet here. And what we want to do is we will take a look at Dino-Rang's stats.
By golly!
Okay. So he's pretty, I'd say like a brighter green, just like the figure. So that's kind of a nice touch, I think. But let's take a look at the stats. Where his max health is 2,700. Keep in mind that's literally the max. He's coming in at level 20, so only character higher than that is going to be Slam Bam at 2,790. His speed is 48 with the +5 that we have somehow acquired. It's probably through some Portal Master rank thing, I don't remember. Armor 86, which is also benefiting from the +5. Critical hit with him very high at 31. That is a nice number to see there. And elemental power 39, we'll just go ahead and document that at 25. Again, that one explainable by the fact we have several Earth element Skylanders. So save that spreadsheet. We're going to come in now and right where we need to be. So this is a good look at Dino-Rang in game. You can kind of see he matches. Now note his tail though here matches SSA original Dino-Rang. The Elite Dino-Rang's tail is significantly longer than this and then SSA's Pose, so that's somewhat interesting. I had a comment on the video, someone, the unboxing, someone agreed with me the tail being longer was a nice touch, but here the figure in the game, it's the short tail, so it's a bit more proportional, I guess, but we will see. Pay attention to the boomerangs. Those should change as we upgrade this guy, which will probably happen pretty quick. I'm quite the fan of Dino-Rang. So, that said, bio time. For years, Dino-Rang trained to use the weapons of his tribe, earthen boomerangs, which you can see right there. His people were skilled hunters in a world far away from the realm of Skylands. As he slept one night, a freak portal suddenly opened beneath him. Unsure of how or why he arrived in Skylands, Dino-Rang set out to explore the world that was suddenly his new home. Eventually becoming a Skylander, he now fights with his own brand of Dino Justice while seeking out the fabled twin diamond boomerangs, which he believes could hold the clues to his greater destiny. So, again, great background story there, because the twin diamond boomerangs, that's something that we should pursue. It's something that should be tied in, even if we don't ever see them. It should be, you know, Eon's heard rumors of the twin diamond boomerangs in this exotic location, and, you know, even, you know, the book series, the comic, somewhere, you know, that should tie in. So, I don't think I've gotten to say it, but I have not completely lost my voice, but it still sounds pretty bad and I can't breathe well, so my apologies there. But I guess the good news is that I haven't totally lost it. So that said, upgrades. This is important first too, because we're going to check out the attack damage numbers and wreck some greebles. Stone boomerangs is the primary attack. Press X to throw boomerangs at your enemies. Pretty short, pretty sweet, pretty simple. And again, when I was a kid, I wanted nothing more than a boomerang. And dinosaurs are cool. I don't really quite know, like, why Dino-Rang wasn't more popular in the SSA era. Anyway, he's got a second chance here. So, Boomerang Shield is a secondary attack. Press B to throw both boomerangs around you in a circle for a close range attack. I feel like the wording on this, on much of this, is like very not in line with how I would phrase things. Like, I would move some adjectives around and structure things differently. So stumble over some of it, but nonetheless cool stuff. So next four are the base upgrades. Keep in mind my prices that you're going to see here, they are with the max 20% discount from the Tin Wing Sapphire. So cream of the crop, if you will. But base upgrade number one is Basalt Boomerangs. Boomerangs do increase damage. Again, these vague descriptions here of more, most, better, they're what led me to start documenting this stuff and getting numbers, because it drives me crazy. Like if just at the bottom in parentheses it was like +8 or plus 4.6% something, but instead it's just like more, even more, the mostest, things along those lines, and it drives me nuts. So right here you've got Boomerang Finesse. Absolutely love this. Hold X to control boomerangs in the air using the left analog stick. So if it's heading for a little garden variety chomping, I'm like, no, hit the witch pitcher. I can manually control and manipulate the boomerang for it to do exactly what I want it to do. Up next is Stonefish Traps, kind of similar to what you can get with Bash, but not cool nonetheless. It's the tertiary attack. Press Y to summon 2, so you get 2 right off the bat, which is nice. Stonefish Traps from beneath the earth. Last base upgrade is Dervish Shield. Boomerang Shield does extra damage and blocks enemies' shots. So we'll come in here and we've got basically the top path being dedicated to the boomerangs. You get volcanic glass boomerangs. These are what he's holding in his elite pose, which is really nice. If you haven't seen the unboxing, make sure to check that out to fully appreciate it. Boomerangs do even more increased damage. Again, we will get the exact numbers, rest assured. After that, you've got dancing boomerangs. Boomerangs bounce off walls and enemies. That is huge. It's akin to bouncing bullets with trigger happy. Makes a lot of difference, especially if you're in a crunch and you can't like manually control it. You just gotta spam them. It's quite beneficial. After that, it's all in the wrist. Boomerang Shield lasts longer and does extra damage. So coming down here, this path kind of addresses two things. We'll cover what they are. We begin with Quad Stonefish Trap. Summon 4 Stonefish Traps at once. If I remember right, I don't think they're like 90 degrees from you, surrounding you. I think they kind of do like the Bone Brambler type wall. I could be wrong, but I think I remember that. Right here, this is the big one. This is the selling point for the bottom path, in my opinion. It's Obsidian Armor. Improved armor reduces damage dealt by enemies. Plus 40 in the SSA days. This is kind of akin to Slam Bam on the top path with Blizzard Brawler. He gets the armor. It's a big deal. It's a very big deal. That said, if you were inclined to do the boomerangs because of the pose, but you were heartbroken because you're going to miss out on the armor, you have to remember the elites have ginormous stat boosts, and that's something that can kind of offset that a little bit. So last but not least, we've got Fist Trap Funeral. Enemies defeated by boomerangs spawn stonefish traps, which is obviously quite advantageous to your goal of defeating the enemies. Soul Gem, very, very cool and unique. It's kind of like Terrapin Surface Feeder, where when we're burrowed we can run under the ground and get the food, but it ties into what's unique about Dino-Rang, which is boomerangs, hence sticky boomerangs, the soul gem here. Boomerangs pick up treasure, food, and power-ups. This is something that you can't really understand and appreciate until it saves you, and then you'll be like, oh, this is a big deal. So essentially, and it's going to be hard. The elites, if you're kind of a newbie player or a rookie, you can kind of use them to skate through, learn the ropes in the game, not die all the time. But if you're kind of taking them through the paces in nightmare mode, this is a deal where maybe you're about to die. You're in red, it's like one more hit and you're finished, and you happen to have a boomerang you're in control of, and a food item popped up from where a Chompy, was decimated earlier or something. You can kind of pick that up and instantaneously plus 335 or whatever it is for your root beer float. So big deal, very, very cool. Love that it's unique. I always wanted to see kind of where they could take him with a Wow Pow. There's a lot of different options. You could do something with the boomerangs. You could have some mega singular charged boomerang. You could do something with the shield. You could have the stonefish traps, shoot out little stone minions. I don't know. There's just a lot that could be done. So hopefully he sells well. People are receptive to him, enjoy him, voice that, and in the next game they kind of deliver something cool for us. So he's got some serious hops. I don't remember him jumping this high. It's almost like he's Frogger. I mean, look at that. You wouldn't think that a dude of his size would like get this much air. He's like Muggsy Boggs or something, man. He's just, you know, the air up there is mighty nice, I guess. So anyway, maybe he's been working on that these last 4 years. We wondered where the heck he was. I guess he's been like training or getting, you know, sneakers developed or something. So anyway, primary attack, we're gonna come in. Oh yeah, 85, as you can see there. You can spam them at this rate, 85 to 128. They hone in beautifully. Let's check the range. We're way back here. Okay. These stupid pedestals are gonna block us. But you get the idea. Pretty good range. Let's see if we can. Yep. Now, can we jump shot them? Oh. That's kind of interesting. So you can jump shot them, you just have to be out of the area. So that's what that looks like. Secondary attack. The shield. You can ooh, that's cool. I didn't think you'd be able to initiate the shield in the air, but you can. So that's kind of neat. And it's going to do 50 to 75, which is pretty good when you consider it's a shield. So 85 to 128, 50 to 75. Now let's go see some real-world action here with the Greeble dispenser. Perhaps the greatest thing that Skylanders SuperChargers has given us.
Hey there, soldier! You do your training today. Alright,
primary attack over. Why is that freezing it? I don't remember that. Let's one at a time I'll do. Oh, okay, that didn't freeze him. It's like they gave us residual slam bam power or something. I was like, boomerangs aren't supposed to freeze or stun. So, I don't know what was up with that. Clearly, these guys are not getting frozen or stunned, but the first guy clearly did. It's just like slam bam was here or something in spirit, I guess. So, maybe some more energy. Speaking of energy, there's the shield. Note the knockback. We let him come up. I want him to swing at us. Oh, now that kind of did stun that guy. Let's let him try to swing again. Alright, one more time, swing. Alright, so you get, oh, he's still not dead. I thought we killed him. Now we did. Okay. So as you can see, let's do some jump shots now, just because we can. Oh, did you see that? We skated above him. This is hilarious. I always felt like, you know, with this little Greeble thing, like as you kill each Greeble, it should fill up, or you do rounds of 3. You like check each one of these off, and then you get a hat or like a small cash prize or something. I kind of thought would be cool, but I don't. It seems like they should really do that, right? You know, like dun 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 dun. You fill up the meter, and then it's like, here's 500 coins or something. But nonetheless, this is Elite Dino-Rang. He is fantastic. I can't wait to upgrade him. Not sure which path I'll take, man. That's going to be tough. But we get 3 times the damage with either one. He's already level 20. The boomerangs are so cool. If you think the boomerangs aren't that great right now, think back to the upgrades I just read off to you. Go back and watch my SSA videos. You will like them. They're good stuff. So I feel like I'm progressively starting to lose my voice now and have trouble breathing, which is weird. Usually that doesn't happen until I like lay down for the night. But it's exactly 4 a.m. I suppose I should do that. You probably are, unless you live across the world, in which case you're probably up playing Skylanders after school or before work, or called in sick to work to enjoy Splat. I don't know, but hopefully you're living the dream. Nonetheless, thanks so much for watching. For myself and Dino-Rang, we will catch you back here for introduction number 24, which will be everyone's favorite troll, because he's the only troll in the Skylander army, Boomer. You do not want to miss that. Check out the shadow on Dino-Rang's Mad Hops too. That's kind of a nice touch. Actually, note how it gets bigger as you come down to the ground. It's the little things I like. But
I'll
be
here
sure
when
to
you're
subscribe,
ready.
that way
But
you'll
don't
stay
wait
up with the
too
latest,
long.
including
Excellence
Boomer's intro
doesn't come
and
cheap.
Dino-Rang's base upgrades and upgrade paths. If you enjoyed this sort of a thing, check out my personal site, monoreason.com. You can also check out the Skylander Club forum, skylanderclub.com. Polls and discussion, we're having a Pose-Pocalypse here. With Dino-Rang, it's not as exciting because there's only 2 poses, but you still need to cast your vote. I'll have a link in the description box, or you can just go to the forum, scroll down to polls and discussion, vote in all the polls. You do not have to be a registered member to vote, so cast your vote. If you like what you see there, by all means sign up. We'd love to have you. But if you want to vote and you want to tell me why you think the SSA pose is better than the Elite pose, go ahead and leave a comment here on the video. But once again, please do vote, because it sucks to go and try to count comments and factor those in with everyone else that actually voted in the polls. So that said, once more, thanks for watching. Absolutely loving these Elites. Hopefully you can pick them up. If you missed out on that sweet sale I got them on, if you can't live without them, go ahead, pick them up. You should be able to get a buy one, get one 40%, which is not a horrible deal, although the Elites are a bit expensive and pricey in my opinion. My advice would be to kind of hold out. If you can wait, until after, the summertime, pre-Skylander 6 type of a time frame, you can probably pick them up at their cheapest. We also don't know the stock or the supply, so keep that in mind. But if you really want them, just monitor the sales. Hopefully you can score them at a good deal. That said, thanks so much for watching. Dino-Rang and I are going to go collect some cash and render out some videos. And I've got a little Animal Crossing to do before bed. Computer parts have arrived. This place looks like an electronics store, or a pack room, really. So got a lot going on, but hopefully my voice will come back and we can talk normal again. But until that happens, thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you back here for more Skylanders SuperChargers.